right, we're logged in to the provider portal and we're going to be completing step 3, which is the team survey. So when you first enter the team survey, if you are familiar with eTMACT fidelity reviews prior to eTMACT, we try to emulate what the forms look like when they were paper-based. So the flow follows the staffing table. And as you click through these on the left side, you can see the different questions. One difference is that the answers are going to show up here on the left. To edit these forms, you would come up and click edit. Each one of these individuals have already been entered. Letitia already has been filling out the team survey and is nearly finished. So you see this display of the staff, their position, their hire date, position date, how many hours a week, highest degree, and so forth. The instructions to this table reads, please complete the table below regarding your ACT team staffing in the past 3 months. And then below the table, there's additional prompts for what we're looking for. So we're going to add a couple more staff because Letitia's not quite done. And let's just say, and also, if you notice, there's these pens. This is how you edit existing rows. So let's say that Letitia notices that Carol actually had 32 years of experience and wanted to make sure she captured that. Carol's been in the field for a while. So she hit the edit, goes through, updates, and hits save. But let's enter a few more staff. So the next person is Marcus Rogers. Are they currently working with the ACT team? Marcus is. The reason we ask this is because we want to capture folks who were with the team in the past 3 months, but had since left that position. The reason for that is because when we conduct the chart review, we want to make sure we have that name available to give credit to the team for their work as we're looking back in recent 4-week period. When you say yes, you'll see a lot more questions pop up. How many hours a week? Marcus is full-time, so he's 40. Marcus is the housing specialist. Marcus started with the team back in December 2022. And he was hired immediately into that position. The reason we asked for date of hire onto the team and also hire into the current position is because sometimes people start in one position and then either get promoted into another position or change focus. So for instance, Letitia started as a therapist on the team before being promoted into the team leader position. Okay, Marcus has his master's. Actually, he's an MSW, and he's gotten training in tendency sports. He's worked in the field now for 8 years, and he's going to 5 daily team meetings per week. Then you're asked to note which 5, which is all 5 here. And we hit save. Now you see Marcus showing up below. We have one more staff we need to enter. They are also, Jose split the team as well. He is also full-time. He's actually, Jose is a generalist here. He was hired back in November. And also directly into that position. He has his master's degree. He has received no specialized training at this time. You can always revisit that. He has 5 years of experience working with folks with serious mental illness. And he is also going to all 5 of the team meetings. There. Now we'll hit save and exit, and that brings us back out. However, we're ready to finish this form. So let's see what's missing. Staff residents. So 3 people, okay, residents and departures. There's no interns or residents, and they've had 3 people who left the team in the past 2 years in terms of staff members. We have yet to fill out this. We'll hit edit. As you can see, now those tabs are up here, and that's what you're clicking through. So staff vacancies. In the past year, how many vacant positions did you have on the team each month? When you hit create vacancy calendar, eTMACT knows to set it up working back from the current month backwards for a year. And for this team, we had 3 vacancies. And the first one was in February. We had 1, and it was the peer specialist. And then back in November and December, we had a vacancy each of those months. And both of them were for the housing specialist. That position remained open for 2 months before Marcus was hired. And then we have the generalist position was open in October. So that is how that part is saved. And so let's continue to see what's missing. So Letitia's prompted to indicate her supervision with folks. So for her, she tries to meet with nearly everybody weekly, but the newer staff, she has definitely kept up with meeting with every week for supervision. So she chooses them to list as the 2 she sees for scheduled clinical supervision most often. And sorry, I don't have to keep backing up, but part of me always wants to hit save where I can. Groups. They have been running a group, and it's been a wellness management recovery group. We do once a week for 60 minutes. That's populated in from another menu. You may have to write yours out as a team leader. They typically have about 6 individuals who attend that. And is Ed Smith, the peer who facilitates that. And Carol, the nurse, helps. No, sorry, Susan. Susan, the nurse, helps out. Okay, let's see. Hospitalization table has been filled out already. This was left blank because this individual has been admitted but has yet to be discharged. And notice that at this point, you have to be referring back to the roster to identify those IDs before you start filling this out, because you do not have the option to see names here. and then demographics, trying to understand a little bit about who the team is serving. That's the client, that's the team survey. And something to know that at the point Letitia has all this information filled out and hits that final submission, she is unable to go back and edit anything that she has provided for this review. However, the lead evaluator can go in and edit and update these materials. So for instance, you may have noticed that Letitia overlooked listing the program assistant in the staff table. And at time of the review, that will be identified. So all Letitia needs to do is notify the lead evaluator to please provide this information into the table and easily can be updated. So any updates after submission would be completed by the lead evaluator.